Okay, we're back with more Xenoblade Chronicles X. Last played this about a year ago. That's just how this playthrough's going right now. I did review all of my notes from before, and my future Marstead notes at the end of the previous episode, so I'm going to try to catch up to where we were. However, please tell me if there's something I should remember. That bottom menu of things that don't exist. It also looks like it just disconnected me. I don't know if there's a way for me to get back online. Maybe it's just because I was sitting on that menu for too long. Let's try going back. I've got a story mission to do here, but I'm not a high enough level for it, so I have to find something side questy to work on. Find the list of warp locations here. There it is. Start at the Blade Barracks. I think that's a helpful way to orient myself here. Teleport, there we go. There. Hey, I found the door right away. Nice.
Really?
I'm gonna check to see how my blade rank is going. I don't think I'm anywhere near leveling it up. Hoping me to remember how all this shit works. Close to a blade rank up, okay.
Hey.
Tell her when my blade skill level rises. Okay, I'm guessing I already did that for level 4. I have to wait till I get to level 5 now. See about spending Mira here, especially if it's close to maxing. No, I'm actually must have recently spent it. Okay, because I currently am sitting on 0. Well, this is where I spend Mira, this is where I buy new equipment, and I think everybody has their level 20 equipment, but let me try to confirm that really quick here. Ground gear. Weapons are all level 20, so that's good. Probably due to upgrade their armor, if it's available. Oh, armor only goes to 25. Okay. I might need to grind to 25 then. I want to spend a bunch of money on level 15 stuff. Nuclear emissions. Yeah, this affinity mission is necessary for me to progress, and this leads to a really difficult boss that I'm not able to defeat at the moment. Just trying to think if there's a specific way I should try to get XP here. I'm going to pop in the Collectopedia just to see if there's anything else to get BP from. A few things, it looks like. Haven't been there at all. Does anyone have any suggestions on ways to grind for XP that is maybe convenient in that it also will get me like quests or prerequisites that I need to progress the main story. I guess I could just try to keep exploring the overworld. I don't think there's much to do in town proper here. Haven't fully explored Oblivia, question mark? There are different parts of the world map that are gated based on story progress, right? Like I can't get to Sylvalum or Caldros at all right now, presumably. So probably should assume that the edges of the map are not currently accessible. Just gonna pop somewhere real quick. Five minutes of swimming. Thought there was a sprint. Pushing the left stick. These guys are level 20. It's probably good to remind myself how combat works, although I'm probably not going to figure it out here. Combat in this game is, it's a thing.
Very well.
Roger, right behind you.
Just to be safe. Beam barrage.
We were talking last time about trying to maximize overdrive. Can someone kind of give me an overview of how overdrive works in this game? There's like something I have to do to initiate it, right? And then I have to like maintain it over time or something like that?
Got your solution right here. Hey, yes. Repair. Oh, crap.
Oh, Gwen's dead.
Beam barrage.
The main thing I do in the other regions is just hunt for fast travel points.
Let's keep it up.
Do I generally get a decent amount of XP from combat as opposed to like completing quests and stuff?
Have the shot. Fire.
It's so funny to me that these games are completely dead serious about...
Turn the tide.
Should I cast it on myself by mistake? Dead serious about having all of these characters shouting move names constantly. Utterly inscrutable. Every skill you activate under overdrive has a chance to refresh it. During overdrive, you get a damage bonus and major cooldown reduction. The note somebody said to me last episode was, knife overdrive, smooth recovery counts as a hit art. Use absorber skin into smooth recovery as a free 8 count heal evasion buff and time extension if all party members are alive.
See how you like this?
And I'm just building meter towards overdrive all the time. Can I see how close I am to overdrive being available somewhere? I might try to save and reload the game so I can go back online here. Art acquired. Alright, I'll check that in a second, I guess. I don't know why I acquired an art. I just have to close the game and reopen it. 3000 TP is also what I need in order to resurrect a dead party member in combat. This game has relatively fast load times given how huge it is. Sadly tell me that the Miiverse has been shut down. You had a really short window to play this game with Miiverse mechanics, it feels like. Are there just certain abilities that generate TP? Is TP a party-wide resource, or is it a main character resource? Oh, well, that works. Load in right on top of an enemy.
Furious blast!
Appreciate it.
How about a buck?
Guys, let me get myself straightened out first. Biopic spree!
Rising flame!
I appreciate the help. Beam barrage! Success!
I guess that's that.
So we got squad tasks again. Yeah, I also run into NPCs on the map that give me stuff too. And I should be getting Blade XP every time I pick up one of these collectibles. I might try to squeeze out the Blade level up at least. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to level up efficiently. So I can't handle the current story mission with my current stats. Oh, everything gives Blade XP? I thought it was because I was in the group that only gives it to me from collectibles. You're saying I just get extra from collectibles then? Be good to find out if there's an in-game way to restore a connection if it goes offline again on me like that.
I'll start things at random.
Furious blast!
Beam barrage!
I should go look at what my new art is.
Thanks. Spectacularly done.
Nah, I currently have no Moranium. I actually just popped into town to check that. That was one of the things I covered in my notes. Everyone else gives 1 XP per collectible, I see. You don't want to let it max out, because that's kind of a waste of time. I'm trying to fight these boys, I guess.
Shall we?
Roger, right behind you.
Beam barrage! They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. I'll stagger them.
Furious blast! Rising flame! Use melee attack!
Ready? Too bad. That's it. Melee strike.
Ultra
This
slash!
game's combat system is funny. It's just... I would love to see somebody make a parody of this game. I guess it was Barkley, wasn't it?
Keep the rhythm going.
Okay. Alright, hold on. I want to look at my character's arts that I just learned, apparently. Arts list. Presumably... Oh shit, I don't know the order. Does this tell me when I got something? I think I just recently unlocked it. It would have to be level 1, right? Ether Blast, maybe? I don't recognize that one. I do have BP that I need to spend on upgrading some of these. And then separate from that, there's skills, which I also upgrade with BP. Boost potential to 18%. Can I level that up? 36 BP, no. The parody is the game itself. Like, there's stuff in this game that's really pretty and really impressive. Like, the vistas are outstanding. The scale of the enemies looks really cool. Running around feels good.
Crap, looks like they saw us.
The combat system is just, like, comical. Like, what is happening? There's so many buttons.
Move in and attack.
I just got some kind of division support pop-up. Is that because I'm connected online to some other team that's working with me and it gave me a buff of some kind? Just trying to get XP, that's why I'm fighting random bullshit. I assume that questing is a more efficient way to get XP, but I'm gonna try to at least get to level 21. Going from level 19 to level 20 made the enemy that killed me at the end of last stream no longer one-shot me. So maybe being one level higher will make it so that I beat it without having to stress too hard about it. Brainjack is the newest. Okay. Do you just know that from looking at my class skill lists in the order in which they're obtained, or paying attention before? Or?
I guess that's that.
Everybody's getting class ups. Classes advance separately from my character level, right? Classes. Rank 7. When I get to rank 10, I'm going to unlock this last thing. So Brainjack is the new thing. Seize control of the targeted enemy and turn it into an ally. Well, that sounds neat, but I assume that doesn't work in boss fights, unless if the bosses have ads or something. Upgrading stuff is so expensive, but it makes an insanely huge difference, it feels like. There's something that I have that's particularly good to initiate combat with. I don't have a lot of control over my allies using abilities that enable me to, like, stagger or whatever, right? See if I can figure out. I don't even know how much XP I'm getting per kill here.
Everyone's safe.
Now you play by my overdrive.
So overdrive is completely unnecessary here.
Rising blade.
Very commendable.
Trying to remind myself how that works. Alright, so to level up, I need 3200 XP. I currently have 781. So how much do I get from killing a single thing? I have a feeling it's going to be pretty bad, and then I should probably find a quest to do. I just want to get one level up here. I'm not trying to get crazy or nothing.
Move in.
Should I be holding my activated abilities as long as possible in order to get them to combo with stuff? Also, remind me, what's the role of the filling green meter around abilities that are off cooldown? Does it, like, do something good if I let them wait until they fill up before using them?
Break out those guns. Magnum X.
Melee strike. Upper hand.
Burst grenade.
secondary cooldown is like something else that they do if I allow that to fill. I'm gonna get Do class ups confer any kind of statistical bonuses, or is it just gaining new arts and stuff? Okay. Blade level up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I got like 300 XP from that, from killing like 3 of them, so I would have to kill quite a few to get to level 21. Let me go ahead and pop back to base really quick. So, map, blade, fast travel, go, oh, go. That's not bad XP, oh god. So it doesn't get much better than that from questing, is what you're saying? $100 XP per mob. Yo.
Nice.
Hollow figure projectors. That cosmetic thing? Okay, yes.
Which skill?
And maxed mechanical. So mechanical was like probes and stuff. I know all of this involves what I'm able to do in the field, but out of biological and archaeological, what do these actually do? I left notes to myself that said just put all points in mechanical. I didn't realize I had maxed it out. Googling it real quick. Can't go wrong. Rewards. Yeah, I remember those, but is mechanical the only one of the 3 that has a effect on top of that? Like improving or interfacing with your probes more? See which of these I should care about here. Archaeological alien artifacts and wreckages. Fashion headgear from biological versus BP XP credits and augments for archaeological. I probably want archaeological.
You're gonna do great things.
Can I get mechanical to 5 at some point? I thought it went up to 5 rather than 4.
As for Blake.
And Moranium is just generating while I'm playing, right? Generally. So in order for me to get, do I go from 4 to 5 by clearing that quest, or does completing that quest enable me to then spend a blade rank on getting to 5? I'm wondering if I need to like save some blade level ups in escrow until I do that quest. It's level 5. And has 4 as a prerequisite, presumably. I probably don't have access to that quest yet, if you're thinking. anything that's lower level than me is basically a waste of time, and anything that's significantly higher level than me is going to take too long to kill. So I need to be keeping an eye out for stuff that's exactly level 20 like this thing, right? Do the rewards for combat depend whatsoever on my performance in combat? Like if I win faster or do a bunch of damage or something? Okay. I'm gonna try to just get one level and then try the boss fight again.
Spectacularly done.
I guess that's
Special
that.
drops for breaking parts.
Crap, looks like they saw us.
It's a big boy.
Thanks.
Ready? Too bad.
I feel like this combat system would already be really funny if it didn't occasionally have the little B button press mechanic.
Upper hand.
So what's up with skills that have the word TP on them? That just means they consume TP to activate?
Sorry, dear. Have to stay in this. Help me.
Move in and attack.
Sometimes I have skills that have the ability to have the green part fill in around the outside of the skill, but then don't. Is there something happening on screen that's affecting whether or not those sub cooldowns can activate or not?
I'm ready.
Someone's dead here. I'm trying to pick him up.
Heal me. Thank you. I've lost my balance. Pull it together.
Where's Gwen? They have like a floating icon above them. Yeah, I don't have enough TP to pick him up. Do I start combat with full overdrive, or is that something carrying over from fight to fight?
All right, I'm getting the hang of it.
Does he give comparably bigger rewards? I guess the answer is no. Ooh. Is there a place where I can find really low level teeny tiny enemies?
Take the initiative. Shadows in.
Rising gale. Break out those guns.
Early bird.
Magnum tank.
Keep the rhythm going.
I want marginally higher teeny tiny enemies.
Nice work.
Class skill acquired. Okay. I want to do revive. What gets me more skill slots again? Other touch seems bad. Buff heal seemed really good. I guess Inner Search still makes sense. Let's see. It's not going to be available for a while. Okay. Let's go fight Lambert, the Divine Wind. Insectoids. Beetles, yeah, I have no idea where to start looking for these. There are a few things that are gated by level 5 anyway, okay. Well, if anyone has a guess of a place I could go to try to grind here, it's like a little bit less than 100 XP per even leveled enemy here. I'll try to keep running around to see if I find anything. It's also more potential probe locations not too far from here. Primordia FN Site 112, thanks. Primordia. God, this map is... Then Site 111, maybe that's... 115. FN sites? Oh, I found it. Wow. I can't believe I did. There's so many hexes on this little map. North of there? Okay, thank you. I like the gameplay of running around and planting probes for fast travel and stuff. That's fun. Is it in the north of FN 112, or is it like the next hex north of here, maybe? Level 21 to 30 range beetles, okay. Are they alive all day, or only at night, or only during the day, or anything like that? No idea. Okay, no worries, thank you. Can I do anything to change the time of day? Maybe that's why I'm not seeing them spawn here. Block icons on the map. The map from here. Wish I could show you guys my... Oh god, I didn't want to do that. Can I zoom more to see map icons? Would get a capture card for the Wii U gamepad, but it's literally just this game that I think it matters for. Might be a list of camps to see. Okay. Can I also do it from the Blade Barracks and work back here, or is there somewhere else in town where I can do it? These guys are tiny.
Buckle down. You ready for any beam barrage? Engaging. Lay down some fire for me. Shadow strike.
Over slash!
Slide. Slinger.
Offensive stance!
Side slap. Ready? Too bad.
Furious blast!
Generally, you're not missing too much from the gamepad. I'm just selecting hexes to warp to.
Sorry, dear, but I need it first. I owe you one. Thanks.
How about a buy?
You know, it was still party healing.
Straightened out first. No one knows until they try.
We got through that by the seat of our
114 base XP. Is there for sure a place at the in New Los Angeles or whatever that I can advance time at? I'm trying to just run around and look for stuff in the meantime. It is kind of neat that there are enemies of all different levels all over the game map, but I wish they like incorporated the size of the enemy into its stated combat level, because if it's like, oh, if it's huge, for you to be able to beat it, it's effectively 10 levels higher than you. Just like, well, why isn't it just 10 levels higher than me then? Like, you know what I mean? Okay. Switch between hex view. Thanks. Let me see if I can make any sense of that. There is a clock thing in the East Gate plane. Just down here. Let's try that. Thanks for looking it up. I appreciate it. This thing over here. Any kind of daytime is enough, I assume, hopefully. There's 112 now. It's 117. That's 115. That's 112. Looking for beetles. I have not very fond memories of Xenoblade Chronicles 3D and getting into this MMO level wall where I'm just mathematically not really able to fight anything profitably anymore until I level up and catch up. And I think that game also kind of had the same issue where the way to level up was to kind of track down on-level enemies on the map and fight them. Still looking for this. Maybe I can guess that it's actually in an adjacent zone. Fair. So I'm technically north of Site 112 now. I don't see any beetles yet. Unless if they like start out buried underground or something, which is possible. Could fight those like wolves that chase behind the big boy, but southwest of Site 113. Kind of just have to like click on every site until I see the one that says site 113. 115, 117, 118, 114. They don't really progress in a sensible fashion, do they? I don't think so. Northernmost part of Primordia. So, okay. If I can get up there. I guess I haven't been up there before, so I can give it a try. I would like to try to unlock more of these probes and stuff. Guessing if I have a probe that I haven't unlocked on one of these maps because I was so focused on doing probes before, it probably indicates that I attempted to do it earlier, but couldn't because I didn't have any kind of way to get high up in the air. I need to be up to be able to cross that bridge. Struggle sometimes to tell in this game if I'm not able to get somewhere because I'm just coming at it from the wrong direction, or if because I'm literally not supposed to be able to from where I'm approaching it, you know? Just warping around to try to find a place that seems like it's reasonably above sea level. This might be it. I need to get way the fuck higher up, because I gotta be on this thing to get across, don't I? Do I have a way to get on that? Somewhere I can get to, okay. The huge scale of like the mountains and stuff is pretty amazing in this game. Like I haven't seen too many other games pull that off. It was really impressively, visually spectacular. I think I've said in previous episodes that I wish this dev would do more of like being contracted to make worlds for other devs that are better at making content. Which it sounds like they did, right? They were involved specifically with the world generation for Breath of the Wild, for example. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I mean, what happens? There's no real penalty for death on the field, right? I just get set back to my last checkpoint. Keep anything I had, XP or whatever. Well, I don't know if this is actually gonna get me across there. But with no progress lost. Might need to be more clearly in the daytime instead of the morning, so I could also try warping back to 112 again. Now that it's afternoon. I guess it's maybe also possible that some of the places I wasn't able to set up probes because my field skill wasn't high enough at the time. That'd be nice. Looking for beetles. Just want beetles. Highish level beetles. Try going south from an area directly north of here. These things?
I'm ready to buckle down.
I should think it has to be safe.
Oh god, okay.
Heal me.
So 32 might be pushing it.
Furious blast.
That's kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, at least I know where the next higher tier is if I need to level up again. We know they are able to spawn during the day. Sure can't. Character's not shutting up is what these games are all about. Okay, so the place I want to get to, I think, is actually super high up between the two zones that I'm visiting right now. At least I know the beetles can spawn now, though. I'll try one more time going back. Maybe I'll go here and then go northwest. Those things might be in a decent level range, but we specifically, literally there's strength scales with the size of the model, right? So like, since the beetles are smaller than those raptor things, the beetles are going to be weaker, it sounds like. I don't think I'll ever understand. Okay, now I'm up above the area that I was trying to look for beetles in before. So maybe they're here somewhere, question mark? This is the next zone. I guess it isn't marked on the map, which might be why it references FN. Ah, ha 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 ha, thank you. Okay, so it's the hex north of FN, whatever.
You think you're above me?
We should take it then, just to be
We're
safe.
fighting that.
Beam barrage. Now, melee
Well,
attack.
thanks a bunch.
Furious blast.
Too bad.
Gale, break out those guns.
This is such a weird incentive structure for a video game. Like, I don't think that, like, this is what you're, quote, supposed to do, or that they envision that you're gonna do, is look on the map for the tiniest possible enemy at the same level, but
Beam barrage.
it's weird that that incentive exists in the system that they created, whether they wanted that or not.
That's it. Melee strike.
In a game where, like, the big pitch is these insanely pretty, oversized enemies everywhere.
Okay. I know how we fight this. Whew. I think I had about 10
That are
death
basically just
experiences
scenery, it feels like.
I'm attacking. Move in.
This should do
Yeah.
Furious blast.
I think it would be mostly fixed if, like, the size modifier was incorporated into the enemy level. That would be completely fine.
Now it's your turn.
He's a high-level skeletal bully. Level 100 Tyrant Beetle.
Pulled it off. Whew. I think I had about 10 near-death experiences there.
Beam barrage. Take the initiative. Close in.
Xenoblade Chronicles X is interesting to me because it kind of has that more, like, sci-fi oriented Xenosaga feel to it. I don't know if I could play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or 3. I mean, go ahead and put them on the sheet. I'm not going to say no, but
Furious blast. Gale, break out those guns.
I know very little about Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but what I do know from cultural osmosis ain't great.
They're gaining ground. I need recovery. I should heal up first.
It's really funny.
Take the initiative. Close in.
Slash!
Move it! Split it!
Offensive stance! Furious blast!
I open gaining ground. I need recovery first. Okay. I can't move like this. Side slash. Exhilarating. I'm ready.
Rising flame!
Team barrage.
See that? Use melee attack! Got it! Move in and attack!
Now,
Ultra slash!
move in and do some damage.
Achievement unlocked. Okay, so they all just despawned. But I think I remember how to get back here. I have to go warp somewhere now to change the time again. Hoping mission progress gets us enough levels to get to 25 so we can get some armor upgrades. So I think armor right now is every 10 levels, but staggered from... Let's try early morning. 5. I don't have any drop frames over here. Let's go back. We went here and then southwest. Y'all still having video issues? Achievement unlocked. Okay. Let me make a note of what I'm doing here, in case I need to do more grinding. So, hill beetles, level 20 to 25 beetles are North Point, Cove, go southwest uphill and around uphill. Level 30 plus beetles were, they were like right at that beach, I think. Yeah. North Point Beach turnaround.
What you got here?
God damn it.
We're gaining ground. I need recovery.
Sorry. I can't seem to get fired up. Sorry.
Absorber skin. Take the initiative. Close in.
Okay, let's see how they like
I
this.
don't want it to end.
Is there a thing I can do to tell them to disengage?
Alone. Unload on them.
I'm wounded.
Oh, it's just attacking me now, I think.
Chrome armor. I'm wounded.
Okay. Stay away from the big cool bird. I'm currently operating on a new theory of why OBS kept crashing before. Folks are saying there's a known issue with AMD CPUs and the DLL file that's been crashing. It has to do with CPU heat and overclocking. Now, I've never overclocked any machine I've ever ran, but I guess AMD just does like an automatic boost overclock that you can disable in the BIOS. So I have that off now. Hopefully we don't get any crashes.
This place is crawling with danger.
Streaming is pretty goddamn CPU intensive though. It's currently running at 78 degrees.
You think you're above me?
Going in. Use melee attack.
Now, my turn. Beam barrage.
Furious flash.
I owe you one.
How about a buck? Rising flame.
Let me get myself straightened out first.
First grenade. Nailed it. Break out those guns.
I'm trying to decide whether it's worth like sometimes not activating the abilities that allies request because of the little like dramatic pause that it adds. Does it slow the fight significantly is a question.
Depends if Tatsu can make it or not. If you know what I mean.
So these guys do seem to be giving a little bit less XP than those dudes I was fighting before,
Beam barrage.
but it's, I don't know, it's hard to tell.
See that? Use melee attack. I can't move.
Ready? Too bad.
Do enemies just respawn after some time, or does that generally require warping away or resting or whatever? After this fight, I should check the area and see if there's maybe a closer fast travel point that I can unlock. These are cool. There's a beetle in the floor here. Is it an S above their head or quest enemies? Were they like flying things? Or you mean when I'm over by the beach? Am I able to progress towards quests without having explicitly accepted them in town? I feel like I need to like... I wish this told me what level I'm getting these, you know? I guess it does here, right? Acquired rank. Unpleasant dream. Boost damage to sleeping enemies. There's a cave underneath me. Squad missions are the thing in the bottom corner there.
Furious flash. Nailed it. Break out those guns.
Those just based on like enemy categories, basically. I see. Wondering if I should set aside like an hour to go all around town and try to pick up as many quests as I can for just random bullshit, like killing enemies. Are quests usually go kill enemies and then it starts tracking them and flagging them, or are they usually like turn in items that you would have gotten from enemies as drops? Shit, I keep over-scrolling there.
Compatible with my hair.
All right, I'm getting the hang of it.
Okay, 600 more XP to go.
Beam barrage. Take the initiative. Close in.
Like this. Furious flash.
Fire Carnival is one of those like ability names that sounds especially silly when characters yell it constantly. Okay. So any given hour, we want to try to do some percentage of those. And is that actually connecting me to other players? doing those missions at the same time.
Yesterday's menu in?
54.
Depends if Tatsu can make it or not. You know.
These guys seem too nasty. So, there's an icon on the map here. Okay, treasure complete. So if I've got the little, like, star icon, that means that there was a treasure here, but I already collected it, I think. Don't think there's any nearby work points. I think this is the fastest I can possibly get here, sadly. So I can't know what some of the other icons might mean. How do I know if a region has a fast travel point in the first place? Oh god. At least fight these things, I guess.
Engaging. Laid out the fire for me. Split edge. Fire victory. Side slash.
Rising flame.
Hey,
Furious
can't
blast.
move.
Nailed it. Break out those runs.
split edge. Beam barrage.
I'll go kill X thing.
Side slash.
Like this. Reach it.
Split edge. Hey, I can't move.
Stun things these guys do is too annoying to be worth fighting them instead of the beetles, I think.
Free blast. Move in and do some damage.
Offensive
Beam
stance.
barrage. Ready? Too bad. Side slash. Now you play by my overdrive. Dial it all the way up.
The note I got was smooth recovery, and then absorber skin is free buff. But then it ended even though it looked like it still had a time count left. Okay.
Neutralize.
I'll understand it one day. Evenings, so the beetles are probably despawning anyway. Alright, let's try to make a pattern of this here. $116. It's very interesting, though, making things work like this based on level relationship. Like, I feel like something like that makes sense in an MMO. But these games also feel like they're like single-player MMOs, so... I see. Yeah, so these guys give a little bit less XP than the big, like, lion things I was fighting earlier. But they also die twice as fast.
I'm ready to buckle down.
And there are way more of them.
Lay down the fire. Beam barrage.
Offensive stance.
Fly off and spree.
Furious blast.
Bonus multiplier. Where do I see the time remaining?
Move in and do some damage. Chrome armor.
These are the ones for the special squad quest.
Shadow strike. Beam barrage. Side slash.
Oh wow, yeah.
Strength comes
What do the
from
reward tickets do?
on any point. I'll start things at range. One line target. Melee attack.
Is sleep actually pretty good in this game? I feel like we were talking about it earlier when I spec'd into this class.
Beam barrage.
you like try to build to put them to sleep and then not wake them up. But you can't get your party members to not wake them up, which is what's confusing to me, right? It's important to at least explain the mechanic. So I feel like I shouldn't ever have abilities that consume TP because Overdrive, TP spent is TP not spent on Overdrive, right? It's therefore bad. Okay, I got level 21. Is everyone level 21 now? Not Gwen, but everybody else is. Okay. So now I can go see if that makes enough of a difference on the mission I'm currently on, which is in Oblivia, I believe. In that case, let me get rid of the... Oh, I'm gonna sub it for Brainjack, Screamer, Reflect Sleep, deals ether damage, debuff resistance down. Don't think I have anything that's particularly excited to swap it to, sadly. I see. This is already level 3, I may as well try it. Trying to add to my current story mission to see if being one level higher than the boss is sufficient. Alright, big guy.
Smooth recovery. Thanks. Chrome armor. Beam barrage.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Also work like a charm.
Seems the big guy can't be put to sleep no matter what I want to do.
See how you like this.
Wait for things to come back up before I activate that.
Say your prayer. Absorber skin. Beam barrage.
Well,
I'm done for. Shadow strike. Break out those guns.
I just take too much damage during it. When I die in this game, it just... Oh, I guess I'm dead. What's the deal with lowering the difficulty and trying again? Oh, I didn't even realize this game had a difficulty setting. I must have established that 5 years ago. A high-acting TP engine can generate TP during overdrive faster than you spend it to keep re-upping the timer. And spend every story battle in permanent overdrive. Now I don't have any TP at the start of combat. Oh well.
Beam barrage.
I'll pin him down. Give me some
Rubber
fire.
time's up. Fly up and scream. Shadow strike. Side
Right,
slash.
nailed it. Break out those guns.
Screamer.
Magnum edge. Or up.
Chrome armor.
Now it's your turn.
His big thing is he does like a little hop that hits everybody for billion damage. This attack, yeah. Well, at least it's not one-shotting me now that I'm a little bit higher level, but still quite nasty.
Ready? Too bad. That's it. Melee strikes. Scream edge.
Gwyn's basically useless in this fight, so I needn't keep him alive.
Nice. Move in and do some damage. Ready? Too bad.
Close in.
Yeah, that attack is like the only one I'm really worried about.
Screamer.
Resistance.
Fire carnival. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Ready? Too bad. Upper hand. That's it. Melee strikes. Chrome armor. Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Smooth recovery. My own.
Ow.
Slinger. Prepare. Primer. Accelerating. I'm ready.
I think I need to bring him with for this mission, or I would have bring Lao or whatever instead.
See how you like this.
Fire carnival.
Shadow strike.
I really struggle with switching targets here. I can give it a try. Do you think that might decrease incoming damage a little bit?
Chrome armor. Smooth recovery. I owe you one.
I have TP now, but I want to wait to start using it.
Punch.
And I'm not going to pull a bunch of aggro and get insta-killed.
That's it. Melee strike.
Lay into him.
Shadow strike.
Does she have the ability to... Lynn have the ability to pull aggro off me without me having to do anything to tell her to?
Nice. Move in and do some damage. Ready? Too bad. That's it. Melee strike. Smooth recovery. Appreciate it. Side slash. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Let's try this here.
Sliding. Slinger. Now you play by my rules. I owe you one. Absorber skin. Chrome armor.
Thanks a bunch.
Split edge.
Double overdrive bonus count. Okay.
Split edge.
Fire carnival.
That was way more damage than I was doing before I activated that.
Prepare. Side slash. Chrome armor. Upper
Thanks a
hand.
bunch.
Shadow strike.
So I can lock once I get close to it, basically, is what you're saying?
Touch me up. Sorry, dear, but I need it first.
Thanks.
Side slash.
It is an AoE heal main character.
See how you like this.
Yes. Hit him again.
Absorber skin. Upper hand.
I'm locked now correctly.
Beam barrage. Shadow strike.
Stop attacking me.
Shadow Runner. Beam Barrage. Lightning. Split Blast. Upper Hand.
Fire Carnival!
Triumphant Scream. Side Slash.
It's immune to blind or blackout or whatever it's called. Yeah, so you may have answered this a second ago, but I missed the answer. What governs whether there's a little green bar filling in around some of my attacks here?
Sorry, dear, but I need it first. I owe you one. Upper Hand. I'm ready. Does this help? I owe you one. Split Edge. Lightning. Split. That's it. Melee strikes.
Let's play it!
Which weapon I
Green
have out?
Edge.
Fire Carnival!
Okay, because I'm switching to the gun, I'm not getting anything filling up that's
Split Edge.
sort of related. Oh, does it get like way stronger at low health or something?
Push them back.
Yikes.
Help me. Chrome Armor. Upper Hand. Absorber Skin. I owe you one. Now you play by my overdrive. Dial it all the way up. Appreciate it. Split Edge. Shadow Runner. Chrome Armor. Absorber Skin. Repair.
Shit. Guess I myself an error.
I owe you one. Chrome Armor. Upper Hand. See how you like this. Shadow Strike.
I think maybe I broke something there.
Repair.
Wild Down!
Split Edge.
Slow this!
First try. Good God. Okay.
All right. Looks like the probe is up and running.
Now data from this area can be uploaded to Frontier Nav.
It wouldn't have been possible without your help.
No kidding. The rumors don't do your team justice.
Don't sell yourselves short. It was your team as much as ours that saw this mission through.
So it seems like you might mathematically be able to handle it and then just be one-shotted after the last
Is that all you
25%.
needed, then?
Yes, we're all good now. We'll finish a few calibrations and then head back.
All right, team. Move out.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no joke. Get to Division Drive. It's in the town somewhere. The whole basing combat off of the difference between your levels thing is kind of how I was feeling about Dragon's Dogma as well. Somebody commented on YouTube, they're like, I don't understand why you're complaining about the game's combat depth when you're not really interfacing with any of the abilities. And it's like, because why would I? Like, if I get one more level, then everything dies to basic attacks. You know? Same here, like, I could have really, like,
Lau came back after we left?
Classic
squeezed
timing,
out a
huh?
barely
I told
gotten
him
a
all
win
about
against
how you
that big
saved
giant
the day.
enemy at level 20,
All
but at
he
level
said
21
make
it
sure to
was
thank him.
75%
Wandered off
easier.
again to who knows where.
Never a dull moment with that one.
That's how it should be. Better than the alternative, anyway.
Didn't we
Right
find
here.
out last episode or the episode before that the main character is like a robot or something?
What do you mean?
Lau's skills as a pathfinder are pretty special.
Or even that everybody here is a robot?
Carve out a life here on Mira. But he didn't board the white whale because he thought he was useful.
He did it so he could get his wife and daughter on the ship. He thought his abilities would permit his family passage, but
They didn't make it on board.
Right. The war hit right before he would have summoned them.
Oh.
Those were some dark days for him. Lau was empty. Like his soul was just gone. I don't know what he's been doing lately, but whatever it is, it gives him purpose. It's good to see him living again.
not that it makes getting left behind any easier.
I've told you 100 times already. If you had better skills, Lau wouldn't need to worry so much.
Yeah.
You guys really
Yeah.
do love him, don't
Do you want to optimize your gear for physical defense? Use all your abilities optimally. Contribute your or distribute your BP perfectly, or just kill another 20 beetles. I'd love to do the former, you know. Yeah, they're all being remotely piloted. Okay, yeah, that was my recollection. It's interesting to have those two things back to back like that.
This about a job? Guess this ain't so bad.
You have to like run back to recruit him every single time or something. It's pretty special. So hopefully I can pick up the new MSQ now. MSQ you always get from the Blade Barracks, and it's meant to require certain affinity missions as a prerequisite. I think I want to mess with that. There's like a mission table in here somewhere that I'm looking for, right? Okay, there is a place to rest in the Blade Barracks. I see it now. This red one, maybe? Ugh. Okay. Can I make somebody leave my party from here? Dark matters. Which are the kind of matters Andrea is interested in.
Don't just stand there. Push back. We can't let them get close.
Y'all probably can't tell this because there's already a bunch of video compression on Twitch, but cutscenes are all really compressed in this. Hey, I heard my favorite bone crunch sound effect. Classic. Yeah, right.
Even our skills are powerless before them.
Continuing to persist here is meaningless. It will only serve to thin our ranks.
After all this time, we've finally found a clue that may lead us to the Great One.
This is new.
With respect, the phenomenon space surrounding this planet is only 800 exodents in diameter.
Phenomenon.
3 days at light speed is more than enough to scour it thoroughly. If the Great One or the Samar Federation homeland were here, don't you think we would have found something by now? It's one thing to engage the enemy all the way out near that forsaken chunk of rock they call Earth. But then to be swallowed up by that strange light and dumped off here in this primordial hellhole? Are we cursed? And trapped with humans of all things. some sick joke. If someone told me this was death, I'd believe them.
All the more reason to persist. We must retrieve it if we ever hope to escape the confines of this phenomenon.
Grandmaster Luxor.
Speak.
I bring
So is he a fishman too? Is he a different race?
Really? And he can be trusted? Most interesting. Yes, a most interesting proposal indeed.
Kind of has like a Charlie Kirk face going on where it's hard to take him seriously because his face is too small. It's not the only reason I can't take Charlie Kirk seriously, but I always fail those tests that show you like 8 pictures of his face, and you have to guess which 4 of them are photoshopped.
What should I whip up today?
Something fried. I love how some of them are grayed out. Is that based on my character profile or personality or something? All the little things that pop up, they're like, affinity between these 2 characters have improved. I'm like, fuck you, game. You're full of shit. It's not real. Not in the way that you're trying to present the scope anyway, right?
What? Tatsu not taste like chicken. Tatsu tastes like poop. And poison. Tatsu tastes like poison poop.
Oh, is it to pick a different thing? Okay.
Remembered, we have plenty of chicken.
Hey, Lily did that on purpose. Lily is cruel and mean.
What's up? Come and get it.
Now that was a meal. I'm impressed, Lynn. My team could learn a thing or two.
I'm glad you liked it.
But you didn't stop by just for a meal, did you?
No. You know me, Elma. It's about a job.
It would seem to us the good sir would like to pick our brain. Of course, we will gladly let him in one ear and out the other.
Almost, Elle. Almost that time.
Boy.
An alien mech? What type?
No idea. It doesn't match anything on record as far as I can tell.
What do we get?
Anything like it. It looks abandoned.
A compressed, pre-rendered cutscene, an in-engine cutscene,
Right.
another in-engine cutscene, but now I can rotate the camera for part of it.
That's pretty deep in Noctilum. No wonder you wanted to talk to Elle.
Exactly. But here's the rub. The ganglion are after it too. From what we can tell,
You better not think about tickling that ganglion.
Several times already. And failed.
Well, yes, that doesn't surprise us in the least. That's tainted land.
Tainted? Doesn't sound good.
They are savage beasts. Ferocious, insatiable.
He's talking about these.
We didn't run into anything like that in Noctilum, did we?
That looks completely different from any of the wildlife I've ever seen.
They only dwell deep within a specific part of the forest.
I guess it has spooky glowing eyes.
It doesn't seem right to even call it a forest anymore.
Why do you say that?
The music versus voice acting mixing is really
All
off.
living things, apart from other tainted, that is.
You mean even mighty Tatsu not safe?
Indeed, you would be swallowed whole. The tainted would make no bones about you, I'm afraid.
Interesting. They must be formidable to be defeating the ganglion over and over.
But if what Elle says is true, it could work in our favor.
Right. Our bodies are artificial names. If the tainted don't perceive us as living things, we might be safe.
Let's back up a step. You reported all this to the commander? Our top priority above all else is supposed to be searching for the lifeboat. Are you suggesting we set that aside to try and recover this mech?
Exactly. Commander Vandam is why I'm here. He specifically requested I enlist your team. It's just as you say. There's no time for us to screw around. And we still absolutely need to find the Lifehold. But remember, the fact is we're also dealing with hostile Xenos here. Xenos who destroyed Earth and want every last one of us dead.
Because the Indigens are different from the Xenos, are different from L's fish people race.
And if it's that important to them.
Right?
Right. What if it's a secret weapon, powerful enough to tip the scales?
L's fish people race are native to this planet, and they're separate from the non-sapient indigen, just local flora and fauna.
Count us in. Any objections?
And the xenoforms are, is that the big fat evil guy, the Lorax or whatever his name was?
We'll need to keep it quick.
Roger that. El and Tatsu, you hang back. Unlike us, the Tainted will target you guys for sure.
No one's
Considerate of you, good sirs.
Oh, Limley! Limley care about Tatsu after all!
Tatsu.
Of course. After all this time watching over you and fattening you up, I'm not about to let my prize turkey go to some rabid indigents.
Oh, they're a collective of non-native alien races. Okay, that's helpful. Thank you.
Everybody set?
Yes, sir. Ready to go.
Someone's excited.
Just doing my job.
Speaking of which, it's pretty amazing you made White Whale crew at your age. You have family here?
This is just what my robot looks like.
They didn't make it.
Ah, that day? The attack on Earth?
No, sir. It was before that. An accident.
Ah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. My parents were both design engineers who worked on the White Whale project. But there was a mishap with the primary engine test. Still, it's thanks to them and people like them that the rest of us are all still here, you know? They made the White Whale spaceworthy, so they didn't die in vain. At least, that's what I like to think.
I see. So they gave you a spot on the White Whale to say thanks. Thanks to your parents for all their hard work.
It's a debt I try to repay every day, helping out folks any way I can.
Don't misunderstand, Lau. Lynn earned her spot on the crew like anyone else. It was her talent and determination that made it happen. Her parents' positions provided an environment for her to learn in, but that's it. Lynn got to where she is now entirely on her own.
It's okay, Elma.
No, she's right. Sometimes I talk before thinking. Sorry about that.
Don't be silly. You don't need to apologize to me, sir. Now, shall we get going?
Yeah. I try not to let it bring me down too hard while playing, but characters like Tatsu, they're just so frustrating to me. I don't think I'm fundamentally opposed to the concept of a mascot character, but there are certain games where it feels like they're really shoving it in there, even if it doesn't fit. And it's like I long for death in every Tatsu scene.
Really?
Going here on capped on Mira already. What the fuck? Do I just cap Mira every time it generates? It's a terrible mascot, even by terrible mascot standards. Oh no. What is this all about? Oh God, no. No. No, God, no. No, God, please, no. What the fuck? Stop. Stop it. Xenoblade Chronicles X, what are you doing? Why are you like this? Just do the maximum amount. I don't know if I can really I don't have enough time in stream to articulate why I hate this menu so much. I'll try to give an abbreviated version. I hate that every piece of gear in the game is upgradable. Even though I'm going to swap it out when I get level 25 or whatever. I hate that each piece of gear requires a monster drop to upgrade. And there's no way to like track any of those specific enemies down other than to randomly run into them while running around, unless you're using the wiki. I hate that some of these might actually be incredibly impactful, but many of them might be effectively pointless. How do I get more storage? Is it mostly through main story progress? Oh god, no, just leave. Just go. Just go. Just run away. Never look at it again. Currently have a level 20 knife. So the next time I can get an upgrade is level 30. And then I need 25 for armor. Confined storage probes. Okay. Yeah, I remember chaining stuff. Let me get out of here real quick and go going for the mission. This is where running around earlier and getting all these warp points isn't a payoff. So if whenever a generation tick occurs, it's maxed out, I need more storage chained. So for example, I have support. I have to specifically install a storage rather than mining probe, right? Okay, I have no storage probes on me at the moment anyway, so I think it said I get one for this mission. And all storage probes ought to be adjacent to each other if possible.
This means we're getting close.
Yeah.
That sound effect does not seem properly tied to the movement of that thing's feet.
Elma?
Relax. They won't bother us if we don't bother them.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but...
To be the same level? Okay. Audio not an option? Sure isn't. Cool. If Warframe and Path of Exile are needle in a haystack games, does that make a game like Xenoblade Chronicles X a single piece of straw in a stack full of needles? I guess that implies that all the needles are equally well treated, and maybe a stack full of rusty needles. I guess like knowing that you have to fight the specific beetles is the right enemy to fight and ignore everything else is kind of needle in the haystacky.
No signs of any radiation. Infrared, motion sensors, I got nothing. This thing's dead as a doornail.
Oh, man! So it's basically a skill, right? But the make is nothing like ours. Or the ganglions. Where could it be from? Oh, wow! I can't even tell what its armor is made of.
I guess the issue with Warframe and Path of Exile is there's this enormous amount of content that's always irrelevant.
Oppressive.
Here, there's an enormous amount of content that's always relevant, but it's like inscrutable
It's almost as if
and
most of its
untutorialized.
pilot is somehow still lingering.
Tries to pass off complexity as depth. Yeah.
At its core, it's dark matter.
Oh, dark matter. It's a very
This must be their handiwork.
vast and wide but shallow, like, lake.
No idea. Alright, well, we got what we came here for. Let's call in the salvage choppers and get it out of here. Lynn, contact Commander Vandam.
On it.
Yeah, I say this a lot, but I'm always interested that when we play these games and there are things that are weird about them or baffling, that you usually can't say one-to-one, oh, this is exactly the same problem that's in this other game, right?
Just thinking about walking past all those tainted again makes my knees all
The problem with Warframe or Path of Exile is kind of similar, but still totally different than this.
What are you doing here?
Tatsu knew friends must be hungry, so Tatsu rides spinny plane here to deliver hot meals. Tatsu Hero Pod, after all.
Ugh, you idiots! You're gonna attract the tainted!
Relax, Lindley. After quick lunch, Tatsu fly back home on spinny plane before anyone notice.
And how exactly
Love the
do you
music
plan to do
playing
that?
for this scene.
All the spinny planes have already left. You're gonna have to walk back through all those tainted. We'll last 10 seconds out here. Maybe we can get another chopper here in time.
Too late.
Looks like somebody else wants a hot meal.
Tatsu, don't move an inch here.
Okay.
I don't think I'm prepped to fight 3 of these at the same time. I guess they're only level 20, that's it. Well. Cool. At least it remembers the cutscene, right? Well, Tatsu's dead. Alright, I guess that means it's time to go farm some more beetles. So I don't get one shot. So these scavenger quests or whatever, the squad quests have all changed now, presumably. Wait, did this warp me somewhere different than last time? I feel like it didn't send me in the middle of the water. Oh, it's the middle of the night. Fuck. This one. ended up being over leveled for story. Yeah, I would not at no point say that I hate this game. I don't think it's really bad. In fact, I think it's actually super interesting a lot of the time, and it's gorgeous. This game came out around, it was the year I started streaming because I did a launch stream for it, so 7 years ago, and it still looks more impressive than a lot of games I've seen that have come out now. I think a lot of it is fake impressive. Like, you see these big, giant monsters that probably aren't actually that interesting to interact with, and big, pretty mountains that you can't really interact with, primarily. But it's still really cool. Like, I like being tricked. You know, I like when games use illusions to make things seem more grand than they might actually be under the hood. So I feel like I did a lot of exploring in the sense that I, like, have gone everywhere I possibly can go to place probes and stuff. Were you, like, killing stuff on the way to be over-leveled, or, doing a bunch of side quests and stuff? This is a very interesting game to play, though, because it's weird. It has a lot of really strange decisions. Oh, I can keep getting stuff after rank 10? Let's try this, I guess. Or did I just get it? Oh, I get more slots now, okay. Can't do appendage damage. I want to get more stuff around healing, because I don't think I can trust my allies to heal. Should I not be on Mastermind then? I'm trying to find anything that helps me with like healing. Wow, those individual upgrades are like stupid good. Yeah, I feel like I did that. I don't know. I feel like my favorite part of the game has been getting lots and lots of probes and exploring maps and opening as many things as I run into, and just the process of doing that. I'm not high enough level at the moment. I don't know if there's like a big area that I haven't visited. Maybe? Maybe it's what Ravanon was saying, that like this stage of the game is just awkward in terms of progression.
Appreciate it. What do you say? Feast on the talking potato tonight?
I say we fatten him up another 500
They're on guard. Stagger them.
Yeah.
Move in and do some damage.
Yeah, back to triggering reaction commands.
Appreciate it.
See how you like this? Move in and keep the rhythm going. See how you like this?
Switching to Mastermind automatically changed a bunch of my abilities, it looks like. Let's see if I can adjust that here in a second.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Get in close and land a blow.
hate that there's so many things to spend BP on. So, are there some abilities that you just have as a consequence of being a class and other ones that you can carry over from class to class? I think I have them. I mean, I guess I can't show you guys because it's on the screen. Let me try to zoom out. Maybe I can show it to the webcam or something. Yeah. I show survey. Is survey rate gonna help me? Is that kind of what we're talking about? Because I would prefer to do more of that if there's more of that to do. That's certainly way more interesting to me than fighting these enemies. Oh, the non-degenerate side quest content also, I see. I was wondering why these guys were dying so much faster, and it's because I have a party member who doesn't suck now in the form of Lao. Okay. I could check some of those side quests to see if I just already have the items and I'm already sitting on them.
On the talking potato tonight?
Am I eventually able to do all of the classes in that tree?
You think you're above me?
I'm good, these guys have a bonus now. I literally just changed, right? A minute and a half ago. I'm just curious if I ever am making a permanent commitment when trying some of these classes. I don't think I actually want to do all classes. Another bug in the floor. Yes. At least I can still fight him. No, I like sneaking through areas and being overleveled. I don't know, I mean, looking at Primordia, for example, the map looks pretty complete in that respect. I can go try to do it right now. Is there any reason not to just take all items? Those guys are no... So we completed the quest associated with those guys. That's why there's no S on them anymore. I can try to go do side quests too if you know where to look. Just run around New Los Angeles and talk to everybody.
See how you like this? Now, aim for the toppled enemy.
Now this part I like.
First down.
Screaming! How we pulled it off.
Neutralized. Nice work.
I don't think I have too much left in Noctilum either. Here, let me see if I can... I don't have the cat cam set up anymore, but... Right. Try to hold this up to the screen there. I don't know if you guys can even see it now. That's not really helping. Oh, I need a capture card for this thing. It looks like I've been to almost every hex, and I've placed almost every... Other than there's like a big section in the northwest section of Noctilum that I don't know if I can physically reach. Unless if there's a way to get to it that I don't know about. I can go try. Like, I want what you're saying to be true. I would like to do more exploration. That part's really fun for me. One of my notes I left in my future Marstead notes last episode is that I've basically run out of things to find in the accessible zones. Yeah, so there's supposed to be an area up here through this waterfall, but I can't get up there, can I? So there's somewhere else on the map that I can go to. Climb up that way. Yeah, I actually specifically remember swimming around here trying to find a way to get up top there. I can't get up there. Alright, well, every hex around me is populated except for those on the northwest corner of Noctilum. Like, literally every other hex in Noctilum has a little thing saying I've been there. I guess there's a couple probes that are grayed out, but I assume that those are also areas that I can't reach. Like, there's one southwest of this one that I'm warping to. I don't think it does. I think it's similar to my 3DS capture card that you could get one, but you gotta go way out of your way to do it. It says there should be a probe location here, for example. But I think it's possibly also somewhere really high up that I can't get to yet.
Here to be strong.
Just run, it's not worth it. Unfortunately, when you're in combat, it makes the little map go away, so I can't tell if I'm in the right hex for this probe anymore. I'm no longer in the right one. Okay, so it's due south of me. Oh, I see the thing for it now, at least. So can I get up on that platform up there? This is one I didn't get before, and I assume the reason I didn't get it is because I can't climb up there. Give it a try. See if I can figure it out. Oh no, I've done this before. I've done this on this specific one I've tried to get to. I remember trying to jump on these mushrooms to get up there. I'll keep trying. I kind of enjoy it. Like this shit's fun for me, like doing the jumping puzzle to try to get somewhere early feels really cool. I wish I could expand the map on the main screen for y'all, just to kind of review, for you to look at it and say, oh, you should be able to go here or whatever. I could go find the cat cam and plug it in and train it on the gamepad again. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Ooh. Supposed to be on a mushroom tree?
Not what I was hoping to run into.
Okay. You're saying one of these mushrooms will get me up on there? With this particular cliff for sure. I don't think I can actually climb these. The stalks are too tall. Here, let me get out of combat here. I'm just gonna take pictures of the screen and post them in Stream Games and Discord for you guys to review to see if there's a place you think I haven't been to that I should be able to get to. Very happy to explore if we think it's possible. I can explore a little bit more once I get scales too, right? Once then I get more verticality. Hey, Ben. Pro gamer here taking screenshots of a screen. Oof. Alright, here's the Noctilim pictures. I'm putting it up in Discord Stream Games. Go look at the other areas here. So do you think Oblivia I'm missing a bunch too? Fortunately that all fits in one screenshot. There's Oblivia. And I guess I'll do Primordia too. Y'all wouldn't mind checking those to see if you see an obvious area in any of those maps that I should be able to go to, but haven't yet. I'd appreciate it. I will go ahead and go to town to see if I can find some quests here that I haven't picked up. Maybe I just already have the stuff to turn in for some of them. Quests don't show up on the gamepad map, but they'll show up on the mini-map when I'm running around. Now, there's the occasional
By the way,
probe on there that's like faded out, but I've been so focused on doing that because that's the most fun part of the game for me that I'm assuming that anywhere that there's a faded out probe in the middle of the map, it's because I physically couldn't reach it despite trying.
thanks.
Likes cats and dogs. Fuck you, game. You're full of shit. I don't believe you. I actually want that mission as my navigation target.
Hey, listen.
Skulls are unlocked via main story progress. As soon as I have them, I'm just gonna drop everything and just get as many probes as possible. Because that shit's fun as hell. Like, if you made a game that was just that, run around this big crazy map, avoid enemies because you literally can't fight them, scan stuff. Okay, they don't show up on the mini-map or on the main map. No reason to say no to any quests, right? Oh, I ran past one. Behind in technology. So that makes it sound like I'm already done with that one. Oh, I see the question mark now.
Did you hear?
Working hard?
Like, each one of these quests has about 10 times more dialogue than is necessary to convey the complexity of the mission they're putting you on. Okay. California Sunset. Okay. You said I ran past one earlier? I feel like all of these quests are designed to be like just play the game and hope you find all this stuff without having to track something down specifically. Because I'm not going to go looking for that one California sunset or whatever. The one I missed earlier. Okay, thanks. I was trying to watch the Wii U gamepad. Yeah. I would love to hear them say more. There's one. Like, I would be completely fine if they had that volume of dialogue and were like constantly talking about cool lore stuff or something, but it was like the scene earlier between what's his name, Lau and Lin, where Lau is like, "Aren't you too young for this?" And she's like, "No, she actually super qualified." "Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. No, I'm sorry. No, it's shut the fuck up. You've had the interaction. We don't need to dwell on this any longer." Needle in a haystack applies to side quest dialogue too. I really like that. I think that's a useful way to describe some of these games that I find baffling. And it usually is, like Terranin was saying, it's like fractal. Like, it doesn't just apply to the basic structure of the game. Like, every little individual subsystem is also a needle in a haystack. Which can be fun.
Listen.
Here's the deal.
I've done the, like, tabletop RPG equivalent of those little pop-ups that are, like, you know, telling you about tracking the relationship between characters. Like, I've DM'd games where I'm like, "Oh, yeah, after you interacted with that NPC, let me make sure I write something down. The NPC remembers what you did. I'll give you, like, some karma points or something." I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with karma points. Like, letting them believe that their actions matter.
Listen up.
It's funny to me.
By the way,
I don't know why shit's randomly updating. Try to look for some more quests. I haven't found any that I can just immediately turn in. Why is that red quest visible from so far away? The other ones don't spawn in until I'm right next to them.
Great.
Which ones? Overhearing NPC combos. Convos, excuse me. Make like bananas and split. They finally won that I already had the points for. Yeah, that'd be nice. This game is the one Disco Elysium Psychosis and Vomits, a 10,000 digit number he was talking about. Is that 110 XP? Okay, so it's definitely not the quests. He likes me. Got it. Could have killed like 7 beetles in the time it took to just talk to him the second time there. So you're saying if I go to Noctilum, all of the probes except the 4 northernmost ones are accessible right now. Okay. Thank you for looking at it, I appreciate it. Yes. There's 2 northeast of where I just warped. Oh, that was a low-level quest, I see. So to go northeast, I have to be up on this ridge. Part of the problem is I just don't know if, like, if I continue with this story, I'm going to eventually get a skell, which will solve all of these line-of-sight issues for trying to get to areas on the map that I currently haven't accessed. Or I can spend 10 times as much time trying to find the one ramp that gets me up there.
Not what I was hoping to run into.
Have this insane dialogue web system. But also, you have to physically run to possible party members' locations to add them. That's pretty funny.
I'm not afraid to do this alone.
I don't want it to end.
I'm sorry.
Like this.
Do I have a warp that's already on top of this tree? This feels familiar too, but maybe I'll find whatever was blocking me last time. Where the fuck am I going again? I ran 3 hexes southwest from the hex that's northeast of me that I'm trying to get to. Okay. Okay, yeah, I've been on this bridge before. I definitely remember trying to get to some of these probes earlier. Maybe I fell off at some point or encountered a difficult enemy or something. Previous episodes, were you saying this is one of those games where it felt like everybody who had an idea, they all got to add it? There was nobody saying no at any point to anyone? Yeah. And then, like, obviously, if they're going to do that, if they're going to add every single idea that gets brought up, then none of those can be added to a particular level of depth, right? I'm finally up here now. Got a bunch of level 41 assholes. I think if I die, then I'm gonna get sent all the way back. I'll give it a try. I feel like they react to aggro like that, so you can't just trivially run past everything. Big boy. You're gonna put me all the way down? Oh, put me here. Okay, we can try that again then. Or I could just insta-die that time. Scope creep the game.
Chrome armor! Take the initiative. Close in.
Do those buffs still apply even when I'm out of combat, or they drop the instant I put my weapon away? It looks like they maybe still apply. Yeah, the auto attacking from 1,000 feet away is fun. Are you saying I can technically reach through? Well, maybe it's just not through that cave. Okay, hold on. Technically reach these even though they're in areas that are like that. That seems like a pretty hard gate. A cave full of level enemies that are twice my level. Maybe I can sneak past, but there's, since it's a cave, I can't really like run around them, right? The dead end with the big guy at the end? Okay, thanks. I think I still need to crest this mountain on my right here. Let's see. I have that one, right? Oh, maybe I don't have that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I could hear that. Put it out in its current form as like an early access game. Get some money for it. Use that to pay to patch it for a long time. Thanks, I was able to get to that one actually. Appreciate it. Alright, there's two more far east of here. I don't know if I can reach them, but I'm going to try to run through here and see if it lets me.
Not what I was hoping to run into.
Not what I was hoping to run into. It's generally true that landmarks themselves are the checkpoints. I made a note to myself that I should save the game more frequently. I guess maybe there are certain things that cause a real game over or could cause you to lose progress. Or the game isn't like truly auto-saving, even though it's auto-checkpointing constantly, maybe? Alright, there's two more probes southeast of me, if I can find a way to get to them. Look around here. Landmarks are warp destinations. Oh, okay. Part of my struggle with this game is I think it kind of has like a if you can see it, you can go there attitude, but I also think there are certain mountains that are intentionally unscalable, and I usually can't read the difference between the two, you know? I think I need to be up high here. I don't think I want to drop down. Let's see if there's something else down here that takes me somewhere interesting.
Not what I was hoping to run into.
Spent half an hour struggling to find the one way up. Same half an hour, return to where you started learning, you wasted your time. Yeah. So there's two more through here, through this mountain. We're saying I can definitely reach those. I guess I can work what might be closest. Okay. So this is Rockmull's Burrow that I'm warping to. There's two probes directly northeast of Rockmull's Burrow. So the only way to go east here is to go into this cave, which may be a dead end, but I also can't tell if I can get on this mountain range over here to go further east. Whoops.
Places? I'm in trouble. Heal me.
Like breaking point here. If I could just get one more shot.
Yeah. Try maybe some other paths from the treehouse up there. Let's party up. This way, maybe? No, this is pointing. So there are no hexes in this direction. So the only way I can get in there, I think, is via that cave. I'm gonna try one more time. Are there stealth abilities? Or is stealth pretty much just moving in a way where they don't see you or aggro you?
Not what I was hoping to run into. Here comes some more.
You're tough. Touch me up.
I really wish they couldn't attack you from all the way across the map like that.
Not what I was hoping to run into.
I can't get a break.
Can I avoid damage by like breaking line of sight at least?
Look out. Powerful enemy incoming. You have to hold out.
Here comes some more.
One more hit.
One more try. I'm guessing any buffs to like evasion or whatever is going to be pretty pointless simply because the computer is such a higher level than me that evasion does nothing.
Here comes some more.
Alright. Well, I accept the allegation that it's possible to reach these locations, but it's probably not worth the time investment until I get a skill, so I'm gonna go do the more boring thing and grind beetles. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any clear way over the mountain to get there. There's 2 probes in the far east. What is involved? Because I went the other direction too, and it didn't seem like the mountain was scalable. Yeah. The beach is on the other side of the mountain. There's some other cave or way to get through there. I'll try it again once I run out of beetles up here.
You think you're above me? Engaging.
Both of the two are on that side, and there's two of them adjacent to each other there. Art acquired, class skill acquired. Spell seems potentially pretty strong. Gravity cloak? Gravity resistant.
I'm ready to buckle down. They're off guard.
All right, let's go around.
Melee attack. Side one. I'll stagger them. Shadow strike. Nice. I'm gonna do some team barrage.
My forte, but if you insist.
Gravity blast.
Spiral hold!
Oh,
Appreciate it. Thanks. Give yourself a boost while you're at it.
Slit edge. Sliding slinger.
Get your adrenaline flowing.
Oh, that cave is the way in? Okay, so effectively I can't access it because I can't get through that cave without getting aggro. So there's another one that I can get on the floor.
Appreciate it. We'll talk about this later.
To Smasher. How many more XP do I need? Unlock on from enemy. 800 or so.
Gravity blast. Take the initiative. Close in. Up here. Shoot them while they're distracted. Sidewinder.
I got your cover fire.
Raptor, got him! Lay down some cover fire!
Eagle Eye. I appreciate the help.
Bullseye! Great shooting! Spiral hold! Arcing hold! On top of it!
Don't know how we pulled it off.
We'll talk about this later.
Very well.
Nice.
They're off guard.
Let's do this fast.
Melee attack. I'll stagger them.
Side one!
Side blast.
Balance breaker!
Split edge.
Arcing hold! Lay down some cover fire!
Does the randomly removes one buff from the target thing, is that guaranteed to apply? Or is that also percent chance to be successful? Even though that costs TP, that seems like it might be pretty worth using.
I'm attacked. Move in. Now, my turn.
don't know why grinding for math feels so like icky to me. I am completely fine with, and have on multiple occasions played like a turn-based JRPG and like ran around in circles on the map and got into random battles over and over and leveled up in search of specific abilities usually. Like, I guess it's kind of annoying that Dragon Quest VIII, for example, is predicated on the assumption that at some point you're going to go to the Metal Slime Forest until you get multi-heal. Otherwise, Dual Magus' first fight is impossible. But something about the way Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and X handle mob grinding like this just feels weird and icky. I think part of it is because I'm not going for an ability. I'm going for the math of the boss doing 80% as much damage to me so I don't get one shot, right?
I appreciate the help. I can't move. It's exhilarating. I'm ready.
I think it might just come down to I don't like any game where like character level versus enemy level is part of the combat calculation, right? Like, I mean, it can be implicitly part of the combat calculation in that a level 20 character is going to have better stats than like a level 15 character. But I feel like when you do it by stats, the difference becomes more minor. I feel like MMOs did it that way for a specific reason. To keep you from, like, grinding on enemies that were way too high a level. Clamp down on, like, power leveling people. Okay, 400 more. I'm gonna do one more round of those. I'll try to go find this thing you're talking about, though. 1 second. Noctilum. So the northern one is a beach that I can just get to. Yeah. And it's not through a cave or something? It doesn't require me to go high up at all.
Not what I was hoping to run into. Damn weather. Somebody fix this.
The weather? This looks promising. Now, due west of the southern one. The one that I want is northeast of me. I think I was actually here a second ago. This is where I got turned around. I think I'm actually close to passing the little cave. Still moving in the wrong direction relative to it, but I'm just trying to see if there's a path there. From the western probe, and then 2 in the northeast corner. Okay. Alright, I'm back to this cave now, and I started all the way north, as like due west from the northern probe, and I tried to hold as east as I could and couldn't find any path to that beach. Do I have to like swim all the way around to get to it? And it's supposed to be accessible via the cave or something? When you're saying I can get to it, you're saying... I misinterpreted you as saying, oh, you can definitely reach that, like... it's feasible and reasonable given the enemies in the area that you can dodge them, but what you mean is that they're not blocked by not having a skill. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's not a cave flanked by level 40 enemies that'll one-shot me, right? I'm gonna get to the water here. I don't know if I can get to the water. I think it's completely blocked off by this cliff face. So right now I'm really far south of it, but I'm just trying to get to water so I can swim all the way over to it. But it looks like there's a wall blocking me from getting to it. So it may be that I have in fact gotten to like 90% of the ones accessible to me. Reasonably accessible given like things like caves blocked by enemies or whatever. We'll see if I can do this. I deleted that thing for playing solitaire while I was playing Sonic 06 in case it was causing the OBS crash. Or I would do that right now. Kinda want to get to it from over here and then see if there is in fact a way to get to it from on land. Auto run, hell yeah. Shit, I could go be AFK like RuneScape. I can go up and make a sandwich. They're all very efficient swimmers. Sky in this game is really pretty too. Still about 4 hexes away from where this thing supposedly is. Why did I just obtain an arc sand ore? You get stuff in the water while swimming around? Do you ever swim on a hex that like kicks you out of bounds or penalizes you? I guess We've learned that, like, elite enemies can spawn out here, right? I think I ran into one earlier. Ruined my day. What about this aerial cam? This is supposed to be how you find out how to get to a place? Kind of. What's follow ball? Does that mean, like, try to auto path to the mission objective? How hard does it actually try to path there? Almost there. 2 more hexes to go. Don't know any riddles. Come upon a door. There are 2 guards. One guard always lies and one guard always tells the truth. How do you proceed? They're guarding a tower of Hanoi. I'm just guarding an ice block puzzle. Just guarding a sliding block puzzle. I swear to God, if this beach is only accessible via swimming this way... How do duplicator probes work? Yeah, it's literally just here to, like, reward you for walking all the way around, I guess, because there's a little, like, umbrella there. Okay, just move on. I did get a level up from that. Maybe go redeem my Mira while I'm thinking about it. Oh, I didn't know that. It's a good one. Does that take longer to happen? It's actually southwest to get out of here, right? Okay, now it's resting. Shit. Shouldn't have so much trouble finding my way out of here. It's not that complicated. I think it's northwest, maybe? No, I just literally was here. Fuck. Kill me. Probably an issue of sprinting. Oh, they dilate. I thought you were actually doing a riddle. Southwest.
As for Blade,
Let's go all in, I guess. Do not like it, Sam. I am. Alright, let's see if my level up is sufficient to just win here. Falling Star Beast. Well, this is going pretty differently from last time. This is pretty mild for this game, yeah. Can you imagine if you were doing this for voice acting, Doom Pastry? I told you to record these barks. They didn't tell you that they were going to play them once per second on top of 3 other characters also talking once per second. art, HP for your whole party, level for your whole party, class level for your whole party, buffs and debuffs for your whole party, buffs and debuffs for the enemy, quest marker above the enemy health bar, morale level, HP and TP, side middle chrome knife, the plus button for the battle menu, tutorial reminding you to press target lock, select art, target, switch weapon, and appendage lock, quest chapter 6 indicator on the right, the mini-map, all of the different factions below it, the name of the zone I'm currently in, the sub-zone, what time it is, what the weather is, and whether it's morning or not. Just a little bit of UI. Soul voice prompts that pop up under all this shit. Hey, it's a curl.
Everyone, take him down.
Was that just bad luck? I don't feel like I have a ton of control over whether I get aggroed or not. Too late with that, I think.
Now you play by my melee attacks. Beam barrage. Ready? Too bad. Shadow strike.
Appreciate it.
Absorber skin.
It's extra time every time I do that, apparently.
All right, I'll run with it. Upper hand. Balance breaker. Split edge. Sliding. Repair. Gaining ground. I need recovery first. I have the shot. Fire. Shadow beam barrage.
So, B button prompts to heal the party are in response to doing actions that the party requests, but not every time I do that do I get a B button prompt, right? What governs whether I get one or not? Is it predictable, or can I make it predictable by changing my party member setups? Oh yeah, also the squad tasks above the battle menu. I missed that last time. I think it was refreshing.
Appreciate it.
See how you like this?
Mistake there. Now we're gonna die. Hopefully this is the checkpoint now. We'll see.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it feels like the B button healing is like the most important mechanic in the game in terms of just winning story battles. Like you're better off just completely focusing on hitting those to make sure everyone stays topped off. Alright, good. I get to skip the first phase, at least.
Getting pleasant vibes from this one.
This part I like.
shit. Wrong.
Ready? Too bad. I'm getting pushed back. Arcing horn.
Fire carnival!
Primer. Gaining ground. I need recovery first.
It's actually really hard to use any abilities that target your party members and pay attention for the B button prompts. I'll try to be better about that.
Ready? Too bad.
Damn! Keep shooting!
See how you like this?
Shrapnel!
Side slash.
Arcing horn!
So should I still be ready for a B button prompt every time I respond to one of their callouts?
Appreciate the help.
Is that still kind of what governs when it happens?
All right, I'll run with it. Have to hold out. Heal me. Absorber skin. I've lost my balance. I'm not afraid to do this alone.
Guys, take it from
I need 3,000 to revive allies, right? Might need to go grind out another level. Give it one more try and then I'll go grind. Armor doesn't go up until 25. There's no level 20 armor. All their weapons are level 20. At least not the weapons that are armor I can buy from shops.
Beam barrage. Take the initiative. Close in.
My forte, but if you insist.
I mean, all my skills are maxed. The ones I'm currently using. Some of these skills are new because or arts are new because I just got them on the mastermind, so I could try putting some battle points in. But
Lay down cover fire. I have the shot. Firing. Straight ahead. Repair.
it's just that he's 2 levels above me and he's big, so I think I need more level ups.
My forte, but if you insist.
I have to stay in this. Help me. Absorber skin. Appreciate it. I owe you one.
Damn! Keep shooting!
Oh, it summons ads? Is that why I'm getting my ass kicked?
Balance breaker!
Appreciate the help.
How do I switch targets in combat? I didn't see that text last time. Maybe that's why I was dying.
Damn! Keep
Any
shooting!
more of these that he can hold on to us?
First down!
This is wearing me down.
Ouch.
I appreciate the help. Chrome armor!
Kick and break!
Does this help?
I owe you one.
Gravity blast! Beam barrage!
Appreciate it. Balance breaker.
Oh, should have tried to heal myself there. Went a little bit better after killing the ad. Now that I see that the ad spawns, yeah, I gotta go grind. Gotta rest, make sure it's morning first. Rather than doing one 4-hour stream and one 3-hour stream, I might just do 2 3.5, so I'd probably wrap up here in about 15 minutes. And hopefully we can finish this guy up next time. I don't think I'm gonna get a level up in 15 minutes. We'll see though. Yeah, it's like encounters like this definitely have that aspect of, oh, like, you know, this particular enemy is weak against this element, and these abilities are pretty good against it, and if you can defend against these abilities, you'll take a lot less damage, or you could just go kill beetles for 10 minutes and then it will just die. Right? Like, I wish it had a way to enforce the former style of play, because I find that more interesting. I don't think that leveling up does any favors for the Xenoblade series. I think it was fine in Xenosaga. I don't think I ever had to grind. I haven't played Xenogears since I was a kid, so I don't remember how that plays out. And it's their specific approach to level up math, too. It's not even just the concept of leveling, which is fine. It's just the, like, MMO approach of the first calculation is subtracting your level from their level.
I need some heals here.
See if I can de-aggro this dude. I feel like I have before.
I'm in trouble. Heal me.
Is de-aggro just based on proximity?
Move in now, while you still can.
I gotta play it for, because it ties into Space Jam 2. Let's walk a little bit further abreast of Big Bird Boy this time. Yeah. One was like, if you're one level lower than the boss, you're just gonna get nuked. Here, though, I've like left a battle that was one-shotting me, gotten a single level up, and then that attack that was one-shotting me leaves me with like 30% of my health left, and nothing else has changed. So I assume it is doing level math at some level, even if it's not as extreme as Xenoblade 1. Class Skills Master. Let's see what new skill I just got. I don't think there's actually anything in Mastermind that I'm super pumped about at the moment. I might want to look on the wiki or something to see, or I'm guessing there isn't a wiki. Game FAQs maybe. List of class skills to see if I can try to go for some specific ones to combine. And the only one I really like for the main character right now is the one that's like, whenever you buff, you also heal. It's pretty strong on smooth recovery. Or absorber skin and chrome armor, I mean. The extra TV one seems like it's potentially pretty good too.
I appreciate the help.
First down!
You never know until they try.
I got a workout from all that running.
Gravity blast!
Check speed, I don't have to check out for this fight.
I'll stagger them.
Spiral hole!
I wasn't paying attention if there's terribly much of a difference between my gun auto attacks and knife auto attacks. I should be trying to favor one or the other.
See how you like this. Up here. Shoot them.
Ooh, another one stuck on the floor.
Have the shot. Fire it.
I don't know if it's just these enemies.
Move in and keep the rhythm going. See how you like this.
Now I'm getting somewhere.
Move in. Absolutely done.
Let's go.
If somebody put multiverses on their sub-block Doom pastry, I'd be interested in checking it out. Probably the most appropriate way for me to encounter it.
I have the shot. Fire it. Sliding.
Balance breaker!
Am I right that there are no defensive armor upgrades until level 25? That it's like level 15 or level 5 and then every multiple of 10 after that? Or is there like special non-corporation gear that is on the off levels?
Gravity blast. Take the initiative. Close in.
This should work.
I think everything I can buy from the corporations in town with the
Balance breaker!
Mira is all multiples of 10 above 5.
First down!
Does the B button prompt pretty much just heal, or does it also give other buffs like damage or defense or something?
Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Side never knows until they try.
Too easy.
Gravity blast. Take the initiative. Close in.
My forte, but if you insist.
Melee attack.
My forte, but if you insist.
Balance breaker! Got it! Lay down some cover fire!
Smooth recovery.
Appreciate it.
Go try to spend. I'm sure that Mira has ticked while I was dying to the boss.
What the? Lasers? Hey! I feel like Slinger! Shadow Beam! Nice. Move in and do some damage. Ready?
Balance breaker!
65 XP. Okay, so whoa-oh, we're about halfway there. And I'm not capped out on Mira, so I shouldn't go back to town just yet. See if I can pull a couple more of these. It's too bad none of these are my squad mission. The XP bonus for squad mission is actually pretty significant. Are those all, like, species, like specific enemies, or is it just like arachnids of any kind? I could try to work on those, just don't know how to go about starting to find where they are. Armor drop by enemies can be on X2 and X8. Okay. I can check my gear to see if I have any X2 or X8 drops. Any enemy can drop any gear. What level am I right now? I am 22. $20 weapon, 20 weapon, 15 headgear. I see 18 stuff. It's worse other than resistances. $28, sadly. Some of these are a little better. Thanks for mentioning that. I didn't realize that I could get gear from enemies that... I don't know if the range attack penalties are worth 3 defense, though. So you need to, like, do enough damage to kill stuff, you know? Oh, this is pretty low level. That's still a pretty big range attack debuff, but... Oh, that's more like it. Strict upgrade. I think my thought on these ones was I'm not going to replace the gloves until I can get the ones at level 25, but level 25 is taking significantly longer to reach than I was expecting. That one's also 15. This is all worse. See you, Dean Pastry. They'll say warn, meaning that like an enemy dropped them.
Very well. They're off guard. Grab it with the melee attack. Slide beam barrage.
Yeah, maybe do everything.
Shadow strike. Hit him again.
This should work.
I can go try the boss again, but I don't think that one set of gear upgrades is going to make the difference. I see. Warn is less than 5, advance is more than 5. Wonder why they did that. That seems like that's like some really extreme jumps in your strength every 10 levels, or fewer if you're getting the monster drops. Are enemy drops just totally random? Can I get a good, like, blue armor drop from one of these bugs, or do certain enemies have higher chances of dropping certain kinds of equipment? What color are auras? I might want to put one on my bar just so I can react to that request. Now, okay, so I'm not quite maxing out Mira on a tick, but it's close enough that, does the Mira tick pop up on the screen? Like, I feel like I've been trying to pay attention for it. Maybe there's just, like, so much crap on the screen that I can't even see it. Is there, like, a sound cue? Alright, future Marstead, you'll probably just be playing this next week, but double check your arts maybe. You have leveled them up, but maybe change which ones you've equipped. There's a pretty big opportunity cost to spending BP on anything. You've already kind of exhausted your main source of BP, which was unique collection log unlocks. There might be a handful of new ones you got today. It's like really annoying to go through whenever you get a single one, but you can check this to see if there's any new ones. Like, yeah, there's a couple in Noctilum. Maybe go ahead and get those to get your BP, and then be really careful what you spend it on, because once spent, it's gone, and it gets really expensive the higher the level, and you currently don't have an easy way to farm for BP. You're going to be playing just next week, so I probably don't need to give you too much more information, but in order to farm right now, you do want to get at least one more level up. You go to Primordia on the map. You have to set it to date time by going to FN Site 116 on the bottom of the map. Then you need to warp to North Point Cove and then run southeast onto the little, like, ramp and take the ramp up to the beetles, and there's, like, some flying enemies that are also pretty easy. You have to do probably 4 or 5 more runs of that to get to level 23. And then you should be good. Maybe check out your party members, too, because they might benefit from some BP investment.